Okay, Lilius. So we have eight new, well, including, just ignore these two folders for right now. We've got 8 new speaker videos to create, and I want to explain what I did differently at this event, as well as one error that I made that you'll notice an additional audio file. So here is Ron West. Let's see, it looks like we've got 2 separate interview files. One's just probably short, maybe he forgot to say something, so he turned the camera back on. But here we are on stage 1. So this is all on stage 1. This is all on stage 2. And that is weird. Where's his stage 3 footage? Did I put that in the wrong folder? Hold on here. Alright, I found it. I did actually put it in Travis's folder. So let me just find where Travis is in. Oh, that's wrong. He must have dressed similar for this shot, so I grabbed them all. That's wrong. Sorry, I'll come back. Alright, so I made that fix, so let's come in here again. These are all 8. Now we've got one room that we filmed in, room number 2 that we filmed in, and then room number 3 that we filmed in, plus some other things. So that, all that B-roll, all the B-roll that you're typically used to seeing, that's actually filmed at 60 frames per second, except for the first couple of people in the first room. So in the first room, a couple of the people, it's 30 frames per second. So where I really wanted to film at 60 frames per second is, oh no, not that. The glide cam shots like this. Okay, so you're used to that type of footage, but now know that almost all of the footage, all of it that's in room 2 and 3 for all clients is all at 60 frames per second. Most of it for room 1 is at 60 frames per second. And what that means is you can slow that footage down to 50% and still have it look smooth. Completely smooth, as if, you know, because we normally film at 30 frames per second. All the B-roll footage is actually filmed that way, so if there's a particular shot that I did that, even if it's something like this, by the way, this turned out so great with all the stuff on the table that's blurred. But even something like this, if it, you know what, I'm just going to slow it down 20% or 10%, you know, or just something to stretch it out, or because sometimes when you slow it down, it just has a real cool effect. You can do that now with all of the B-roll footage. Okay, the next thing to talk about is with, okay, it didn't happen with Ron. Notice with Ron we only have 1 Zoom file. Let's go to, I know Stephen Moranville has 2. Alright, don't pay attention to those yet. So see how he's got 2 Zoom files? Here's what happened. It was a big tragedy. So, we did the interview, in the case of Stephen here. My friend Chris interviewed him, and interviewed 4 other people, I believe. And then I deleted all that footage. We still have the audio. This is going to be the audio file because it's numbered lower than that one. So this is the audio file from the original interview, but I deleted the footage. I was checking how much storage was left on the SD card, and I formatted the disk. Yeah, can't believe I did that. So we redid the interview. I actually interviewed him here, and this is the audio. So if you see 2 Zoom files in a folder, know that it's the higher numbered one, the second one, that is paired with the interview, and that's why there's no video matching this audio, is because I deleted it. But I thought, you know, let's just keep the audio in case we need to search for something. All right, now this audio, or let me find one other video. If you find something that says MOV, the MOV video files, those are recorded in 4K, and also I named them 4K. And there'll be one of these for each room. I believe, unless I forgot to turn that on. Okay, so for Steven, I turned it on in room 1. It doesn't say room 1, it just says 4K. This one says 4K-2, so this is room 1, this is room 2, and I forgot to hit record on my phone on room 3. This is kind of bonus footage anyway, but that's the reason why we don't have a third one for Steven. There's only 1 or 2 clients that I forgot. I think Gerald actually is another one. In one of the rooms I didn't hit record on my phone. But filming on my phone, it filmed in 4K, and so I hope your camera can handle it. What's great about 4K is you can zoom in. So even, right here, you don't want to show empty seats, right? But you could totally just crop in, and the audio file, you'll be able to sync these audio files. So this is in room 1, this is in room 1. This audio file could sync with this, and this was my old digital recorder with a lapel mic. And so years ago, you used to edit these files. Now remember, maybe you don't remember, but back before I bought my Zoom mic, this is the digital recorder that I used. I believe you were my editor back then. And the timing of the audio is slightly off. So let's say you're looking at the audio track. Here's the left side, here's the right side. If you sync it on the left side and everything is lined up, then you have to come over to the right side and stretch the audio a little bit so that the right side syncs up. Then everything in between will be synced. So let me know if you have any trouble handling the 4K footage on these clips. If you need me to, sorry, I had to yawn there. If you need me to sync the audio footage on the 4K, and if you need me to crop, edit, and render out the footage, a place that you want to use it, perhaps you can tell me, perhaps you can view it, it's just really hard for you to render it or edit it or something. Let me know the timestamps, say from minute 2 to 2:20. But we do have the audio. And so I recorded the audio for 3, but I didn't record the video for 3 for some reason. However, I just kept my microphone on for all the B-roll. And so while Steven is up here talking, he's a great guy. He's obviously completely blind, but hopefully that's really why he's wearing the glasses and has this big lens. So I recorded the audio for all the B-roll, but the audio file here has higher quality audio. It's him mic'd up. It's a lapel mic recorded in his jacket. So if you sync it here, you'll still have to stretch out these MP3 files. All right, so I think I covered everything. We talked about the B-roll. We talked about what the MOV files are. Oh, one more thing. So the reason that I recorded audio is because my clients request it. Every single event, they request it, and I have to talk them out of it. And I request it, and I have to talk them out of it. It's not that having audio in a video is bad. It's actually really good when you get the right type of footage. But it's so hard to get a good message from the stage that we want to use in the video because it's a mock setting. If you remember the video shoot event that we did when I was in San Francisco, I guess I don't expect you to remember what locations these were in, but in San Francisco, there were a couple people. One was Mary Lou, and Mary Lou, we recorded her full speech. Recorded audio and everything. It was 15 minutes long, and I think we recorded it twice. And the task that I gave you was to comb through it and pick out some of her most powerful moments that she could include in her video. And it's a pretty hard thing to do because she wasn't talking to a meeting planner or talking to an audience really selling herself. She's delivering a message to the group. So I prepared people for that and said, and by the way, only 4 of our participants recorded audio. So, and only 4 clients, Stephen Moranville, Gerald Rogers, let me look back here, Ron West, and I believe Kayla. Yeah, so Gerald, Kayla, Ron, and Steven. Those four are the only ones that recorded audio. And for those, while you can use the footage from my phone as B-roll if it fits, the 4K footage, really, that's just kind of bonus footage. It's not the best quality of footage, right? You don't have any blur in different distances. But really the audio, if there's what I want you to do is try and find some moments of audio that are really powerful, that would really enhance and add it. Gerald should be easy. Getting some singing from Kayla. She sang from stage 1 of in room number 2. And finding things from Steven. Actually, there's some things that were not so good, but there were some things that were really good. And Ron as well. There would be some great moments from Ron. So I think much easier than the experience that we had in San Francisco. And we did it in 3 different rooms. In Steven's case, we only have video of one, but we have the audio from all 3. Okay, so did that confuse you? The goal is we do want to include audio in the video where possible. Like right now, I want to show you on my video shoot event page. Let's see, yeah, here are videos. On the samples, the middle video right here. Oh, let me pause that. The middle video here, we actually didn't do the final edit here. We did a video for him a while ago, back when I did my event in DC. And then later, as he got more and more speaking gigs, he got this footage that we're seeing in the screenshot here. And he made another version of the video himself, editing this in. And I thought it turned out great, and he said it would be fine if I shared it in my portfolio. So let me just play this for a minute. How can I check my recording settings? I have to come back here. That you can hear the audio from from the system. If you can't hear the audio, then come to this page and play this. But so here's B-roll, right? So he's talking really powerfully. I mean, it's a real powerful moment of his speech. Let me just fast forward. So another moment from the stage, and then here's from the interview. And he's got testimonials. So it's a good mix. I actually gave him some coaching on it. He had a version before this. And so if you can find some emotionally compelling parts of audio on the stage, sometimes I hear them and they're like, you know what, this isn't part of your message. This isn't powerful. Why did we even record the audio? But at other moments, it's really good. And out of those good moments, let's find the very, very best moments, and let's include it in the video, ideally towards the front. Just like, I mean, Richie started out at the beginning, and it's powerful. The reason that is, it's going to be a while before I promote or put on another video shoot event. It'll be a while, but when I do, I want to have those samples at the top of my Sample Hero video section, because I want people to know that I do record audio. You know, it was nice having this one sample in there, but all the rest of them, well, I guess on this page we only have 5 others, but on the Go Wallaby page we've got a whole bunch. Anyway, all the other videos, we don't have audio from the stage unless they provide it. I guess we do with, I don't know if we used audio or if it was just B-roll with Patty. Anyway, that's going to be one of the hardest parts of these tasks moving forward. So go ahead and take a note again that those clients are Gerald, Kayla, Ron, and Steven, to try and include audio from their speeches if and when possible, when it's the best moments. And a good variety of it would be great. And so right now, we're looking at these. I'm using an external hard drive from the company called Lacey. It actually, I'm pretty impressed with it. I can edit from it, which that is so cool. that is so cool that I can edit from an external hard drive, and the hard drive moves fast enough that it doesn't bog me down. And I was rendering and editing at the same time. It only got bogged down when I was rendering 3 videos at the same time, or two or three, and then still editing one. I just had to wait for the render to finish, but it was still quick. Now I lost my train of thought. Okay, so all of these are on my external hard drive, and Ron West's folder I copied over to our Dropbox folder, which is now syncing. And so Ron West's is the first one that you will start working on. And the reason I had to use my external hard drive is I don't have enough space on my computer to put all of these folders there. Eventually, I will put them in Dropbox, but then I can just like this folder, I can then smart sync them off of my computer and leave it in the cloud. But I'll just kind of do that a couple folders at a time. Take note of this. Ron West is the first one we need to have complete. He actually paid for his to be expedited. He paid me a little bit extra. And then after that, Hans de Graaf is the next one. And then after that, if you could do Kayla, and then the order after that doesn't matter. And there's only 8 that we're doing. I will give you instructions on the Nate Woodbury video later, after the 8. That one will be saved for the end. This is just a folder that I have that shows backup. My digital recorder recorded them in WMA format, but I had to convert them all to MP3s. So these files are the ones that they recorded from the lapel mic, but I converted them to MP3s, and I put the MP3s in their folders. Thanks so much. Let me know if you have any questions.